never, never, never die.
All right, it is Friday the 31st. It is 8:26 in the morning. I am doing this podcast. I just dropped off my kids to school. It is their third day of school and all that good fucking bullshit. So I think this is about to be the time I'm going to start recording my podcast now that there's a little bit more of a schedule in the morning for my kids. So it is what it is. So you guys might be getting these podcasts a little bit more fucking early. But it is Friday, all right? And on Friday, I tell stories from my past, things that happened, things that I've been through, and all that crazy fucking bullshit, all right? And, you know, I was a little on the fence about telling these ones, but these are stories of my uncle, all right? And this is like, he would be like, I would say like a great uncle. He was my mom's uncle, my grandma's brother. All right, his name was Bino, El Bino. He was the most gangster fucking person I knew. He was funny as fuck. He would do anything for a fucking laugh. It doesn't matter what the fuck it was. It would be anything for a fucking laugh. All right, I just remember always being around him, always doing crazy ass fucking shit, saying crazy ass shit. You know, that's just what it was. You know. I loved him to fucking death. I've learned so much from him and did so much with him and fucking just, you know, it's crazy stuff, you know, and, he passed away a while ago. And when he did pass away, you know, all of a sudden, you know, people come out of the woodwork and like, oh, I knew your uncle, this and this, you know, and a lot of times, you know, growing up in my neighborhood, I was known as, oh, that's Bino's nephew. That's what I was, everybody, it really, oh, it's Bino's nephew, this and this and this. And that's the OGs saying that to me, you know what I'm saying? They would always be like, oh shit, it's Bino's nephew. You know, sometimes when you're growing up, you don't get called by what your name is. You're referred to who you know or who you're from. You know, so when I was growing up, it was always Bino's nephew to the OGs in my neighborhood. And, one day, you know, like, and this, I can't remember, what I was doing or where I was at. But I got to talking to this, you know, this cat, OG, you know, like we were just fucking, you know, like standing in line or fucking, whatever the fuck it is. You know, sometimes you just, a conversation sparks up. They go, where you from? I tell him I'm from Dakota. He's, oh shit, I'm from Dakota. Who's your family? And then, so a lot of times, you know, I either say my family's last name, not my last name, but my family's last name in the neighborhood. And then I would also either say, oh, Albino's my uncle. And they're, oh, Bino's your uncle? And then a story comes out. And that's always the case. And that was also the case in this fucking story. So, I tell him, I'm like, Bino's my uncle. He's all, oh, shit. You know, I fucking know him. I hung out with him and his buddy. You know, your uncle used to have a badass Firebird. Trans Am, whatever the fuck it was. And, so he proceeds to tell me the story. And he goes, your uncle is the craziest, most gangster motherfucker I know. And this was his OGs telling me. He's like, one time, we were hanging out, kicking it and drinking, and we ran out of beer. And your uncle's all, let's go to the store real quick. Let's get some more beer. So my uncle goes into the store, okay? And him and his buddy go in the store. Homeboy stays in the car. And he tells my uncle, his buddy grabs the beer. All right. And so he's grabbing the beer. And then all of a sudden, he didn't realize it, but he was robbing the store. My uncle was robbing the store. Beer run, fucking taking the money, all that fucking bullshit, okay? This is what my uncle was doing. And he was like, oh, fuck. Like, I can't fucking believe this shit's happening. And then he goes, your uncle stabbed him. Stabbed the fucking the fucking store owner. He was just like, are you fucking, like, he was just like, I gotta get the fuck out of here, this and this. He said he never hung out with my uncle after that. But, you know, that was like back in the day, you know what I'm saying? That's like fucking, I want to say like the 70s or whatever the fuck it was. You know, back in the day, my neighborhood was fucking rowdy as fuck. It's a little more calmed down now, but it used to be fucking crazy as fuck when I was growing up too. But, you know, just to hear shit like that, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, fuck. You know, my uncle had a lot of sit downs with me, a lot of talks with me, you know, explaining shit, explaining how I talk, how I walk, how I interact with people around me, especially people those that, you know, we're all affiliated together. You know, and he was fucking really down to fucking earth like that. So he really gave me fucking vital information growing up. You know, and it's understandable. You know what I'm saying? We lived in a hostile fucking environment. You know, my uncle was wild the fuck out. And to think, you know what I'm saying? Like, I always known him as a jokester and fun, but nah, my uncle didn't give a fuck about what the fuck was going on. Like I said, to hear that fucking story is like fucking crazy. You know, it's just like fucking, you know, it's just like it'll probably be what my kids think if they ever listen to this podcast when they get older, because they don't listen to it fucking now, you know, or whatever the fuck's gonna happen, you know. So they hear my stories like, oh shit, you know, like, what the fuck, Dad, really? And a lot of times it was like, I heard that, and I was like, oh shit, you know, I don't put it past my uncle, but that's what he was about. You know, it's just some crazy fucking shit to fucking hear. You know, it's like, especially because of like some random dude I don't even fucking know is just breaking down this fucking story to me like, oh shit, I know him, he is crazy as fuck. You know, but it goes like that. You know, that like I said, there's a handful of stories. You know, say I remember one time I was shaving my man, I must have been like at least 13, maybe 12. My uncle would have me shave his head. He would literally get a single blade razor and just have me fucking bick his head all the fucking time. You know, so he's just like, look, just shave it down. I don't give a fuck. So at least once a week I would go over his house, shave cream his head, and fucking shave it. And then like when I was first fucking doing it, my uncle's like, all right, you know, shave my head. I'm like, look, I ain't never done this before. You know what I'm saying? You want me sure? You sure? I'll fucking do this shit. Are you fucking sure? He's like, yeah. So I'm fucking shaving his head. I'm like, all right, it's going pretty good. I'm getting kind of comfortable. And then slap! Take a fucking huge, had to be like at least a 1-inch chunk out the back of his fucking head. And he's like, oh, no, it's okay, finish. I know that shit fucking hurt because it fucking hurt me. I saw it and motherfucker was bleeding. But yet he wanted me to finish at least. So I finished, and you know what? I like at least every week, you know what I'm saying, whatever the fuck it was, I would always shave his fucking head with the fucking single fucking blade razor, and he was like, all right, thank you, you know what I'm saying? And I was just always laughing at that one fucking time, just fucking shlah! There's a fucking chunk of skin missing, like, oh, God, motherfucking damn. But he was a savage about it, didn't flinch, did nothing, just said, keep going. You know, that's just the good times with my uncle, though. All right, this is Angry Motherfucking Dad Podcast. You can find me on fucking Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Tumblr, fucking, you know, Facebook, all that fucking bullshit. But I steadily be on fucking Facebook. Or, not Facebook, Instagram. Also, too, make sure you want to watch, if you want to watch this podcast, IGTV, YouTube, all that shit. All right, you want to listen to this fucking podcast? Spreaker, iTunes, fucking Apple Podcasts, Spotify, fucking SoundCloud, Podcast Republic, fucking, or Republic Podcast, fucking Stitcher, you know what I'm saying? Podbean. I'm on all these fucking platforms. You can fucking basically find me fucking everywhere. It's easy as that. Also, too, make sure you go fucking check out my fucking sponsor, AukuLife.com. Alright? Go check them the fuck out. You know, and for those who listen to or watch bodybuilding or are interested in bodybuilding, the Size Game Podcast. Alright? I enjoy it. I like it. I like the guys that talk in it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tag them in the bottom and fucking make sure you go check it the fuck out because I enjoy that podcast. My kind of podcast is two guys or a few guys, friends together, chopping it up and fucking just breaking it down. And then you got to listen to the questions at the end because the questions at the end are the fucking best. All right? That shit has me cracking the fuck up. But as Angry Motherfucking Dad, enjoy your motherfucking weekend, and guess the fuck what? If it's a holiday on Monday, I ain't working. And guess the fuck what? It's a holiday on Monday, so I'll see y'all motherfuckers on Wednesday. Have a good fucking Memorial or fucking Labor Day fucking weekend. Fuck.
Never die. Always living. Always living. Always living. Always living. Always living. Always living.